Good evening. This is the Ohm Service.
Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Ohm Service Live. Good evening. Hello, Stuart, Claire, Red Fox. How are we all? Got a full-packed hour show this evening. Hello, Village Vapor. Good evening. Got a fun. I've even wrote a list. How cool's that? Just thought I'd get a few people in. Thank you. I'm glad you like my intro. Believe it or not, the voice right at the beginning, that's my wife. So yeah, are you all right? Mate, buddy, how you doing, kiddo? Good evening. Big Dripper, how you doing, Blue? Just thought I'd let people roll in for a bit before we start the actual. I've got stuff. I've got news. I've got vapey stuff and things like that going off. Orion, good evening, sir. Good evening. I've even got viewer mail as well. So before we do kick off, I will put the link in now. Just get that there. Copy that and paste that in. There we go. Please go and check out the New Nicotine Alliance. They are promoting and supporting tobacco harm reduction. They're a charity organisation and they do a lot for us vapors. So if you can support them in any way you can, that would be absolutely brilliant. Right. I'm going to start kicking off the show. Good evening, everybody in chat. I will say hello as I go along. Right, bit of news. I've got my notes here. So if you see me looking down here, I've got notes. Look, notes. I haven't got enough room to put them anywhere else. Right. First things first, just want to congratulate Vic on his 4th anniversary as a reviewer. I've basically watched Vic since he first started his vloggy style getting into vaping. So big congratulations, matey. Just thought I'd put that one on there. Also in the news, quite interesting. I did put this on a post on my Facebook page and it's been going around Facebook today, and it was part of the Vape. I did mention it last week, so I'm reading this article from talkingretail.com. I'm going to read the article and then we can talk about it afterwards. This article is from Liz Well. She wrote it. The UK Vaping Industry Association, or the UKVIA, today went to Parliament to launch Vape, a nationwide campaign to encourage the UK's 7 million smokers to switch to vaping. And I will put a link in chat for this. The UKVI met with MPs and members of the House of Lords, led by Mark Pawsley, chairman of the all-party parliamentary group, the APPG, for e-cigarettes, to kick off the campaign. Pawsley said vaping is now recognised as one of the best ways to quit smoking and therefore presents a major opportunity to make a significant and positive impact on public health of the nation. Yet only 1 in 10 people understand the relevance of minor risk of vaping compared to smoking. Even in our own parliament, vapers are treated the same as smokers, forced out into outdoor areas far removed from their place of work. It is time we practice what we preach and make Parliament vape friendly. This is why we seek to change the rules in Parliament so we can set the example the public and business across the country. So what I'll do is I'll stick this in there. I thought it was quite a good read, that. It's only short, but what I like about it is our government is actually rethinking things, which can only be a good thing. So what do you guys think about that? Hi Lisa, Vaping Postman, evening Mark. I'll let chat catch up a little bit there. So I thought that was quite an interesting read, and obviously the Vape, I always think things like this are a good thing to promote, obviously vaping. So it's nice to see a good little bit of information there. So I thought I'd just pass that on for you. Hi Craig, good evening sir. Oh, thank you Mark. Right then, so what's up next? What am I vaping on? Right, I am still playing around with this thing, the Ripple. To be honest with you, not impressed that much. It's a bit too airy for my liking. Yeah, you're not getting much vapor either. Yeah, not really impressed, to be honest with you. It works, yeah, but it's too airy. Just not impressed. The second thing I'm having a play with is the Ceres Vape Closer Squonk Box. I'm not impressed with that either, to be honest with you. On the Closer RDA, it's very much like the Goldie. It's like sucking through a wet dishcloth. Did I say nipple? I thought, no, it's Ripple, sorry. Yes, I am going to get ready for the crazy show. Yes, in about an hour. Well, an hour and a half. So, yeah, on this, not a big fan. And I'm not a big fan of the insides. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I showed this on the last of the summer vapes. It's got a lock-in system that you just push up. But when you push up, watch that there. Can you see how it moves? It pushes straight down. Look at that. You see how it does it? Yeah, not a very good mechanism. I've not had the breeze, to be honest with you, so I don't know. Put your ripples away. Last time I had a Ripple was one of them flaky type things. They're nice, but yeah, I've got to admit, I like the form factor. I've got to admit, I do like the form factor. Very top pocket friendly, but it's too hairy. It really is too airy at the present moment, and the flavour I'm getting off these coils, not that great. Gotta admit, not that great at all. You have to give it one of those really calm and slow draws. Thank you, Steve. Hi Noel, how you doing, kiddo? So yeah, it's just nah. Not very good with that one. What else am I on? I'm on my, I just love this. The Duster. Love my Duster, mate. Got the Dead Rabbit on top of there. Using big boy coils. They're the NI90s. And they are really nice. Well, everyone knows that I'm into me lemon. If you don't know, I'm into me lemons. Big lemon fan. And I used up most of me, last of me lemon lush. So I've mixed some of mine and I found some other lemons. So this is like a mishmash of lemon. Really nice, to be honest with you. Quite impressed with it. What else have I got? Obviously, my double barrel with the Dead Rabbit on there as well. This goes everywhere with me, absolutely everywhere. I really do like this one. It's just so comfy. Mishmash, yeah, I'm a big fan of that, because I'm one of these people. I will literally throw a load of juices together, especially so like when you review juices, and you'll end up with 3 ml of this or 4 ml of that and 5 ml of the other. And it's so like, well, you can't exactly just take that with you in loads of bottles. So I just throw them all together and see what comes of it. I think it's a good way of recycling, to be honest with you. What else am I on? I've got my drop. Thanks to Conway Valley Vapors. Got me drop He said it was black, but it's not. It's the black and silver. Got that on my Rogue. I know it's not matchy, but I don't care. It's a really nice vape. Yeah, lemon cocktail. That's it. It's my new. I think it's the SoulOhm new range, lemon cocktail. Do you know something? The more I use the drop, the more I like it. I've got the drop in brass, but I wanted a black one, and Conway said that he's got a black one, so I said, yeah, I'll have it. Didn't realise it was black and silver. I thought it was going to be all black, but there you go. You live and learn. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying that. The last thing that I'm vaping on is... yeah, I've got that on my timekeeper. It's the Bomb UFO 1.5. I love the idea behind it. I just don't like the look of it. I think, yeah, it's just. I think Ceres vapes have got things for willy-shaped things. I mean, the cavalry kit that looked like a willy, and this looks like a willy as well. But this one's got a foreskin. Look. So yeah, no. It's not. It is. It's bloody ugly. Yeah. I don't like the drip tip. I like the... I've got to admit, I like the idea. The whole point of it is this part here, you shut it and it closes it all off, so obviously it's not going to leak. It's a mech dildo, yeah, basically. But, and you turn it, and then obviously you can vape on it then. It's quite good. But yeah, it does look like a sex toy. Yeah, there's no way of getting around it. I like the idea behind it. I just don't like the look of it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm vaping on that as well. That's on final testing. That should be getting ready for review probably either next week or the week after. Or the week after that, we've got Vape Jam. Ah. Hey Goober, how you doing, kiddo? Good evening, or good afternoon, sir. Yeah, it is afternoon for you, isn't it? Right, so we are on to vape mail. Got sent some mail today, some juice. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't know these were coming. This is from a company called Duty Free Vape, based in Nottingham. I'll show you the box. There you go. And they sent me some samples. Now, I couldn't work out. I'd not really contacted him, and eventually found out it was a guy called Imran from LinkedIn, and we haven't spoken since January, and you just sent him but no cover note, so I had to go searching today. So he sent me 6 bottles, and I think what we'll do is next week, when I do me random juice tasting, we'll try one. So what have we got? We've got Kool-Aid, which is a watermelon and cherry. There you go. We've got a lemon iced tea. We've got a sparkling grape. A pineapple and grapefruit. That might be quite nice. A double apple shishi. And what else have we got? A strawberry. A strawberry yeah. A strawberry DA. Ooh, can you read that? No. Strawberry. So I got them, and I've also got the tailspin kit. There we go. This is from Steel Vape, so I'll just open it up and may as well have a look at it. I haven't had a proper look at it. MBK Danny, good evening, sire. You all right, kidder? MF Vape, good evening, sir. So let's have a quick, may as well have a quick look. And there's the mod itself. Very nice. It's like almost very grey looking, grainy. Look at that, that's quite nice, that. On the button there. I know I haven't got my zoom on, so you'll have to apologise for that. Hybrid top. What's the button like? Well, that's nice. Oh, yep, sleeve. Oh, quite a deep there. That's quite nice, doesn't it? Can you hear that? That's a bit. So Vapes, good evening, sir. VCR, good evening to you as well. Hope you're all right. Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah. Bit noisy. So let's have a look at the tank. Comes with a RDTA, should I say? Oh, there's your RDTA. Okay. Not quite sure how that works. Okay, open this up. Go on. Ah, there you go. Oh, that's unusual. Can you see how that is? You've got two posts, but you've got they're offset there. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. That is quite unusual, that. I'm going to have fun playing with that. Whoops. Nearly. Oh, and you've got another top with a posh. You get a low of that. Oh, that's a nice drip tip. Purple Lady Vape will like that one. Yeah, that is quite nice, that. And also, you get another... Okay, is that a button? I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, no. Let's have a look. Okay. Not quite sure what that is. Oh, I know what that is. That is to convert it from being an RDTA to a RDA. That is cool, that. Like the idea of that. I think I'll be doing more the RDA than the RTA. That is quite nice, that. Quite impressed with that. So that's it for Vape Mail, to be honest with you. So I'll just put that away. But I've got to admit, that does look nice. Isn't it? That is really, really nice. Not keen on the button, I've got to admit. I think if they'd have gone matchy-matchy with the button, I don't like that white button. But, yeah, it feels nice. It's got a little bit of weight to it as well. Bit crunchy on the spring there. I think it's a spring. No, I would say that's a magnet, to be honest with you. But, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, pop out chat. I use pop out chat now. Right, so that's so obviously that'll be having to play with later on. That's quite nice. That I do like that. Just put that away. So what have I got up next? Notes. Right, you all know that I like my mechs and I play around with my mechs quite a lot, but to be honest with you, I'm quite a boring coiler. I use basically round wire and it's mainly Canthal. Now and again I'll use an I-80, but basically I do sort of like either between 20 gauge, 21 gauge and 22 gauge Canthal, and that's about it. But I've started using stainless steel 317L wire, and do you know something? I'm quite impressed. I just wondered if any of you guys have had any success or not success with stainless steel 317L. Now the only difference I can tell from 316 is the nickel content, as far as I'm aware of, but I'm sure someone in chat. Nat, Bill, good evening. Yeah, I know. I feel like a stainless steel virgin, to be honest with you. It's been one of them ones. I only came across it by accident. Crazy Wire sent me a load of wire about, a year and a half, maybe a bit longer than that. And in amongst them was obviously Canthal, stainless steel and all that. And I never bothered using it. So I dug some of that out, and I've got some 316 on its own and loads of other ones. And I thought, well, I might as well try them. I never really did. So obviously the 317L 22 gauge, I'm doing it at 6 wraps, comes out roughly about 0.11 ohms on a mech, and it's absolutely brilliant. Really, really, really impressed with it. So I just wondered what you guys lot thought about it. You think an i80 is better? I like me NI80, and I use NI80 a lot. Hi, Chris. Biscuit Vapes. I use NI80 a good bit. I'm cross between Canthal and NI80. But the flavour, I don't know whether it's me or what, but the actual flavour I'm getting off the 317L is really impressive. It really is. I'm quite impressed. In fact, I've coiled up, made 2 drops, 2 drop RDAs with it, and yeah, really, the only way I can explain it is very crisp and clean flavour. Really is. Afternoon, Aries. I saw your beautiful picture that you put up on Facebook with yours. Awesome, they were. Good to see that. So yeah, so 317L, the only difference that, in fact, Aries will be able to tell me more than I can tell you. Learning about 317L stainless steel Aries. Just learned how to use it. I'm a stainless steel virgin. Not so much now. So yeah, I've really been enjoying it, and I thought I'm going to tell everyone about it because I'm so impressed with it. And like I said, the flavour that I'm getting off it, I was really impressed. Have I tried flattening my wire? Now that's interesting, sub vapes. What I normally do, if I want a bit more chosier coil, I normally do twisted. I probably get a 24 gauge or 26 gauge Canthal and twist it, and then I flatten it as well. I've done that, but not often, I've got to admit. If I was messing about with me goons, I used to do it with them. Anything that's got like a goon style deck, like me Apocalypse and that, I used to always use flat wire. 317L, just micro touch lower than, yeah. But 317L, it is soft. Oh yeah, it is soft. As far as I can work it out, the only difference between 317 and 316 is the nickel content and the corrosive. Good evening, Mr. Test It. How are you doing, sir? Hello. It's good to see you. The difference that I can tell between the two is the L170, sorry, 317L has less nickel in it and it's less corrosive than the 316. So that's about as much as I know. Salford Vapor, good evening, sir. JJ, good evening. So that is the only difference. Right. We've spoke about wire. We've shown you what I've been vaping on. We've shown you vape mail. So what have we got up next? We have viewer mail. So I'm just going to put this up here. Let me find my viewer mail. There we go. And I thought this one would be actually a good one for chat as well. Get you guys talking as well. So this was sent on to me kindly by Alan. I will leave out your last name, sir. So he asks, what do you think of the use of models in bikinis at vape shows? Does this show the vaping community in a positive light or negative light? Should we as a community put pressure on promoters and vape shows not to use scantily clothed women to promote vape products, as this product is meant for the benefit of our health and not gimmicks or flash cars? Yes, you finally got a chance to see me, Mr. Test It. So what do you guys think to that one? Now, me personally, I am a warm-blooded man and I love to see a nice-looking young girl. What I don't like is when you go up to a stand and ask them about a product, they haven't got a clue. And that's what really... Good evening, Zan. Good evening. I think we'll tell them to piss off. That's nice. Me personally, they don't bother me. It's one of the cases of sex sells, but does it really? In a vape like Expo or Vape Jam, to be honest with you, no. Me personally, I'm more interested in me shiny Met mods than anything else. So, Alchemy, good evening. You don't like bikini models either. I like a nice, well-dressed lady. Yeah, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a warm-blooded man like anybody else, and it's nice to see beautiful girls. I can't say that it doesn't, but that does not make me want to buy a product because of it. It's really annoying, to be honest with you. Yeah, when they don't speak English, yeah, that's not a great. Thank you very much, Mr. Testy. Yes, 1.6. Hoping to get to the 17 by Vape Jam. That'd be nice. So if you get one more person off the icky sticks, I'm all for it. Yeah. I can't see that happening, to be honest with you. But yeah. Nah, nice one, Blue. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's... How can you put it? Sex sells, doesn't it, really? I mean, it's not like it's a new thing, but is it really relevant in the a vape expo or things like that? Not really. When you see on Instagram and you've got girls with bottles of juice in between the cleavage, that just does nothing for me at all. I don't think, oh, I'm going to try that juice. No, it's like thumb. Yeah, true. JJ, yeah, I would agree. I mean, there is a time and a place. Gail, Giggles. I can't wait for Expo to get my hug. I really can't. So, to be honest with you, no. I mean, another thing. We was talking about it the other day. We're obviously trying to get more females reviewing and getting into the vape scene, because let's face it, the vape scene is a very male dominant platform. Now, good evening, Roy. You daren't look at scantily laddered ladies, that's why, Roy. Let's be right. I know somebody that'll clip your aunt ear roll if you start looking at them. Getting back to what I was saying, can lose track with your chat. I think because them type of ladies are there, and I can understand why they're there, it's just to promote it and encourage the guys and all that guy. But doesn't that distract the ladies as well? Because obviously they can find it very uncomfortable and things like that to see. It's not like you've got semi-naked men walking around there either, have you? So it's so like, to be honest with you, do we really, really need it? And to be honest with you, I don't think we do. Vape around. God, I've got vape around on me. No, we'll leave that one alone. Vape me. Good evening. Come away. No, best not start the vape around thing here. We'll leave that one alone. Yeah, it is Aries. It's something to attract somebody to the booth. I totally get it. I mean, it's not daft, but is it going to get me there? Me personally, no. Nice shiny mech mods, yes, that'll get me to your stall, but scantily clad girls, no, because 9 out of 10 times they don't know anything, so you can't even have a conversation about vaping or about a product or about the juice, and a lot of them can't even speak English. So it's like, yeah, totally wasted time. Another thing that I used to find a little bit annoying as well is when you speak to the Chinese guys and ladies and their English is very, very limited. I understand that there's that barrier, but it's so like, you're trying to promote and sell your product in here in the UK, you kind of need to have a reasonably good amount of English. So yeah, that kind of be. Dare you... LOL, I dare you to say that on Big Show. Yeah, I'm going to keep out of that one, but yeah. Better way to look at it, SoulOhm. If you have semi-naked females, try to sell juice or scuff. Yeah, I mean, let's face it, beautiful ladies are wonderful and absolute joy to look at. I 100% guarantee it is beautiful. But when they don't know what they're talking about, that kind of where it just falls off. Now, if you've got a really good looking babe, really good looking lass, and she knows all about vaping, yeah, I'm up for that. That'd be a good one. What are my thoughts on... Right, I knew at some point this would be asked. Good evening, Andy. Giggles to you as well, sir. Sex sells, always will. Come on, let's face it, and Gail will back me up on this one. It's the oldest profession in the world. And it does. It's as simple as that. Right, you want to know my thoughts on heat not burn? Right, I will give you my status on heat not burn. The official SoulOhm stance. Oh boy. Here goes the coils. Right. For me, heat not burn, I'm not really interested in it, to be honest with you. It's a tobacco product. As simple as that. And it's something that I've got no interest whatsoever. I look at it this way. I'll just take that off. Get rid of that. I look at it this way. Even if they are only, 10% safer than a traditional cigarette, it's still harm reduction. So it still has a place. But for me personally, no, I am just not interested in it. And it should have nothing whatsoever being related to us as vapors. For the simple reason, it is a tobacco product. We are not a tobacco product. And let's face it, we have been fighting as a community to get e-cigarettes away from tobacco as much as possible ever since I've known about vaping. And it's been going on for years and years and years to get e-cigarettes away from tobacco. You're putting the heat not burns with vaping, you're making it a tobacco product. It's as simple as that. So that's my stance. They have their own place in the market and I've got nothing against that. Yep, you go ahead and have your heat not burn. Quite happy with that. That's fine. And like I said, if they are only 5%, 10% more safer than using a traditional cigarette, that is a good thing. It is harm reduction. And let's face it, we are all here for harm reduction. And that is the big goal. But it's not for me. Not interested, really, to be honest with you. Shoving a cigarette in propylene glycol and warming it up. Nah, you're all right, thanks. So that is my take on heat not burn. Is that all right? I hope I've explained that well enough. You're torn. Yeah, I was. I've got to admit, I was torn between them. But you've got to look at it this way. There are lots of different devices out there for harm reduction. Tobacco harm reduction. Now, what vaping does for us, and you guys all in chat, we found vaping and we like it. We like the whole thing about it. We like... Not everybody does. Not everybody gets on with vaping. I know a couple of people at work that have tried different types of e-cigarettes, especially mine, and they've never got on with them. And they've ended up going back to the cigarettes. Now, if that small niche market ends up trying the heat not burns, surely that is a good thing. I don't think it should be completely negative. The negative side comes to it for me is trying to relate heat not burn with vaping. That is where I've got the big gripe. Not with the actual device itself. The device itself has its own market and I'm quite happy for that. Where I have, and it's where this stand that I've got, is that when you're trying, and that's where the Vape-Aroundy thing all comes from, when you've got a company trying to infiltrate our community as vapors, when we're trying our hardest, absolute hardest, to get vaping away from tobacco as a tobacco product, because that's what we're fighting for. This is what we do. We fight. So vaping is not a tobacco product, because it is not. But when you link heat not burn, you're creating a tobacco product. So yeah, that's where I stand with it. So just, but I don't want to carry on going on that. We have got a juice review. Hey, why not? Good evening, everybody I have missed. So today, it was the first day of spring the other day, wasn't it? So I thought I would try Spring Delight. Now this is from, I hope I always get their name wrong, Aria. And this is a apple and berry. And it's got the Sega nicotine salts in this one. It's a 70 VG 30 PG, 3mm nic this. So there you go. Has warnings, obviously childproof cap, tamper-proof seal. It's got ingredients. Yeah, it's got all the warnings, company information and all that good stuff. Area build, and obviously their website and Facebook and all that good stuff. So what am I going to have that on? I'm going to have that on my, what am I having? My Descendant with the Drop RDA using 22 gauge 317L stainless steel. 6 wraps, came out at, what was it, 0.11 ohms. So let's give it a drizzle and see what we think. Good evening, Vic. So let's give it a smell now. This is a, like I said, it is a apples and berries. It is spring. We've got to pretend it's spring. Oh, you can taste the apple. Oh, that's a right red apple. Right, let's give it a drizzle. And good evening, Vic, again. Just wanted to say congratulations on your 4th anniversary, sir. I tell you one thing, that's 4 years that went quick. Because it doesn't seem that long ago that I was watching you with long hair. Get this all drizzly up there. Come on, do. Are we firing? Yeah, we're firing. It's the only problem when you do this live. There you go. There. That's nice, isn't it? Ooh. Right, shall we give it a blast and see what we think? That is nice. I like that, Sinner. Yeah. That is quite nice, that. The apple is coming out more than anything else. I've got definitely one of them, you know, them right juicy red apples. Oh, that is really nice. That is quite a refreshing vape. Not getting much on the berry side of things. Yeah, that is quite nice. Yeah, I agree with your Aries on that one. What the percentage of it... I look at it this way. They have their place. It's as simple as that. And if it's harm reduction, then it's harm reduction. No, not at Expo. I'm speaking at Vape Jam. It's Vic's doing Expo. I look at it this way, with heat not burn, it's really simple. As long as it's not related to vaping, I'm happy. You go for it, kid. I mean, that's like saying nicotine patches and things like that. If it's a harm reduction, I don't know the science behind it because, to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in it, to be honest with you. So I don't know the full science behind the heat not burn. I know the basics of how it works. What the percentages of it being safer than having a traditional cigarette, I don't know. But even if they are only 5% safer than having a traditional cigarette, surely that's harm reduction. And I've got nothing against harm reduction. What am I going to speak about at Vape Jam? Well, I'm going to be covering some bits and pieces, but I don't want to say too much because obviously I don't want to spoil it if you go there. But I have got my Mike's Mech Reviews. Good evening, sir. I've got my roughly, I'll be talking about obviously 10ml bottles and the environment. I've got some also other bits and pieces of the banning where companies are trying to have a blanket ban of vaping and things like that. So it's that kind of realm. And obviously telling everyone that we are still under attack and we need to be very vigilant. Yeah, totally, Mike. Totally agree with you there. It needs to be kept away. You see, the worry I've got with this heat not burn, and it is a big worry that I have got. You know the shops that I'm going to say, they're the same shops that sell the bongs, they sell the hemp oils, and they sell that kind of thing, but they also sell vape products. You know that them type of shops are going to sell the heat not burn, and that is the worry. That is the kind of worry. A good standing vape shop will not stock it, but them type of shops, you know that they will. And I'm not sort of like being nasty or anything like that, but you know that them type of shops will sell it. And that is the worry, because honestly, if vape shops start selling that stuff in this country, we're buggered. We are absolutely buggered. CBD, again, to be honest with you, it's something I'm not a 100% well person. I'm sort of like 85%. CBD, again, it's something that doesn't really interest me. I appreciate CBD, and if it works for the people that need CBD, go for it. Absolutely. I know friends that use CBD, but it's just something, to be honest with you, me personally, I'm not bothered. I really am not interested. Now, I'm one of these type of people. As long as you don't hurt animals or children, do what you want. Really, honestly. That is my stance. It's sort of like, as long as you're enjoying it yourself and you're not hurting anybody by doing what you're doing, go for it. Should vape shops sell it? Well, to be honest with you, that's a weird one. That's one of them odd ones, because I believe that you've got to have a medical license. I'm not 100% sure, because to be honest with you, it's a realm that I've not really bothered with. You're sort of like going off on a tangent, to be honest with you. So I'm not 100% sure. Excuse me picking my nose. But I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's something I've not really thought of. Yeah, I would have thought it would have been down to licensing, to be honest with you. But I know that they've got to have a certain, and it's very expensive stuff by all accounts, but I've never tried it. And to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in it, to be fair. And I've never been that bothered about that kind of side of things anyway. But sorry, I'm reading this. Yeah, totally agree with you. The best place for the heat not burns is next to the cig shop, next to it, where the shutters are. There, that's where it belongs. That is exactly where it belongs, and that's where it should be sold. It shouldn't be sold in vape shops at all. It should be totally nowhere near a vape shop, because like we keep on drumming it into everybody we ever speak to. Vaping is not a tobacco product. It is simple as that. It has no relationship whatsoever to a cigarette or a cigar. The closest it comes to is how we vape it. We enter it into our lungs. That's as close as it actually gets. So yeah, for me personally, they have no relationship whatsoever with vaping, and they should be kept away from vaping as well. It's as simple as that. So sell them, yeah, that's fine. I'm quite happy for people to sell them. That's not a problem. Next to cigarettes, because it's a cigarette. End of the day, it's a cigarette. So yeah, they should be with cigarettes. CBD, on the other hand, to be honest with you, I really haven't got a opinion about it, because one, I don't know enough about it. Two, it's something that I don't need or thought I've needed, because I'm not in any pain or anything like that. Now, I've been told that it's really good for people that suffer with pain, you know, joint pains and things like that. It's really good. Sleeping disorders, if you've got a sleeping disorder, I've heard that in a couple of drops before you go to bed, you know, you vape it, a couple of drops. Hang on, SoulOhm. I'm against the IQOS, but when people are saying it should be stuck with the smoking area, not vaping, it should be stuck with smoking area, not vape shops. Look at your supermarket. Where do they keep the vape stuff? Next to the... Yeah, I know. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That is... I suppose it's the evils that we have, isn't it? You can't win them all. I'd rather see e-cigarettes being sold in a supermarket than just in a vape shop. But if you're talking about actual proper vape shops, no, the heat and not burn should not be sold in them shops. As simple as that. I don't think what's happening is heat not burn is tagging on to the coattails of how vaping has naturally progressed in this country and across the world. But it's not. It should be kept away. It's so like, no, you're over there. That is the problem. That is so the problem. People are always connecting vaping with tobacco, and that's why they're there. So it's that we've got to get rid of that ethos. We've got to get rid of that mindset that people think that vaping is a cigarette. It is not. It is not a tobacco product. It's separate. So getting back to this Spring Delight, really nice. The actual berries are coming through now, slowly but surely. I'm definitely getting a raspberry in here while I'm vaping on it. Vaping has evolved. I mean, since I've been vaping, I'm coming up to 7 years vaping. And when I literally first started vaping, there were hardly any vape shops. In fact, there were no vape shops around here at all. The first vape shop I ever saw was in York. So, playing the devil's advocate, think as heavy smoker that vaping is dangerous. Would they prefer? It could be a step. See, this is why I've got nothing against the heat not burn, Gail. None whatsoever. I've got nothing against it. It has its own place in the market, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's like I said earlier. Some people will not take to vaping. They don't like vaping. They've tried it. They've not got on with it. But if that's another thing that they can try that is a harm reduction device, then yeah, go for it. Why not? Well, I've got to admit, the chat is going wild tonight. Argos are going to sell them. Booming heck. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Craig. It's how it's grown, isn't it, really? The original e-cigarette, I mean, obviously the worst thing they ever could have called it was an e-cigarette. But when you think about it, going back for the history of, when we go into the history books, when the original e-cigarette was created in China, I know there was an American one prior to that, but the modern day e-cigarette, obviously it was literally designed to be a replacement for cigarettes, and so they tried to make it look like a cigarette. But that is the worst thing they could have called it, was an e-cigarette, really. Yeah, that's right, Lisa. They do. They associate. It's all down to the nicotine part, and that's why they associate vaping with cigarettes. But it's not a cigarette product. It's as simple as that. Right. Let's go on to a little bit of more information. I was looking, you know me and my Mex. I've got to show you this. This is the Purge. This is the Enforcer. Let me get me documents up. This is absolutely gorgeous. The downside to it was the price. I looked at this the other day and I thought, oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. And I thought, I want one. 29mm Mod 28 on top. It holds the 21700, 2700, and obviously 18650 compatible hybrid top. Made in Orlando, USA, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So this is the Enforcer. Now, wait for it. The price. There are two versions. There's the brass version and there's the black version. Are you ready? The brass version is £324.99. Yes, I'll say that again. £324.99. And the black one, if you want the black one, £344.99. These are from Custom Vapes here in the UK. I like it, but not that much. So, yeah, I don't think Mrs. SoulOhm would thank me, to be honest with you, with that one. So, yeah, I thought I would show you that. So I'll just take that off of view because, yes. What do you think to the price of that one then, guys? A little bit expensive? TVP's going to buy two. Well, if he does, he's going to lend me one. I wish... Oh, hiya, Kerika. Hiya, Sam. How are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, I wish I could afford that, to be honest with you. It's the justification of it, to be honest with you. I mean, I've got my Descendant. That's a genuine... I think that cost me about 130. I've got my Rogue. That cost me about 100 and... No, that was 100... Yeah, about 130. That was about 170. That kind of price I can live with and cope with when it comes to original mechs. But when you're talking nearly 400 quid, no, I can't. Bunny! Yeah! So, no. Right, we are coming up to the end of the show. Sorry about that. It's been quite a busy show tonight, really. I haven't covered everything that I was going to talk about, but we are coming towards the end of the show. Before I do go, I want to give a big shout out to Kerika, Sam, sweetheart. I just wanted to say a big thank you from all of us at the Last of the Summer Vapes. We're live on a Tuesday on the Vape UK network. Just want to give you an extra special thank you. I think sometimes that we forget to say thank you to you, and yeah, I just wanted to give you a big thank you. And Expo, I'm going to give you a hug. You're going to get a hug. So I just wanted to say that, so everyone knows. Kerika, you're a star. Thank you so much. While I'm on about the Vape UK network, please don't forget to go and check out myself, my little brother and Adam, all on the Last of the Summer Vapes. We're on there from 8 o'clock until 10 on every Tuesday. We have laughs, giggles and piss flaps. It's all good fun and we just have a nice chinwag for 2 hours. It's ace. Really do like it. If you do get a chance to pop over and see Adam, the Great British Vapes, he's well worth a look. He does some fantastic reviews. I believe he's in Benidorm this weekend on a stag do. Little Bro Vapes, my brother, got to say hello to him. And if you could give him a wave, everybody, because the poor lad, he's not very well. He's been poorly sick and jobby and running to the toilet a lot, poor lad. So, bro, get well soon, and I will see you guys on Sunday. One more thing. You're going to see me again. In half an hour, I'm the guest on the Vape, I forget the name of it, the UK Vape Show. I'm all right with me forgetting it, aren't I? So I'm going to be on with Vic and the gang in about half an hour's time. So looking forward to that. So hopefully you can all join us there. So that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up here a little bit earlier than normal, but I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I so appreciate, really do. And I will see you all next week. Please don't forget to hit the old thumbs up. Really helps. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? Go on, hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. I'm trying to get to 1700 for Vape Jam, so that'd be awesome. So thanks ever so much for watching. And as always, happy vaping. Let's have a quick vape before I go.